Okay. Thank you guys for clicking on the video. This is my review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 2, Episode 9. Another bullshitting episode for the most part. They start off with Amber and Milan. You know, we seen that last week. We seen them going into that. She's walking in on them damn shoes like it was her first time in a pair of pumps. Going into the studio. He's in there with this ugly ass goddamn pullover on. And like a fur hood and a fur pocket. The fuck? He looked like, I don't know, a little Monchucci or something. It was ridiculous. Just ugly. But anyway, they going back and forth. He basically is, telling her about the fact of him and Miles and how long they've been messing around. It's supposedly been like 2 years and all of this kind of carrying on. And she just sucking up the little information. And child, it really wasn't nothing too much. I mean, he wasn't getting really too cute with it, and she wasn't getting too cute. They were just really having a conversation back and forth, which was good, because I thought it was going to get to be a situation where she was getting too cute and he was getting too cute, and somebody was going to get cussed the fuck out. The one thing that I did like, and I laughed, because Amber got one up on his ass. He's stupid to me. He's a fucking idiot. Miles is a joke, and he's an idiot. You're taking care of him. Dumb. And he was making this point, that car, that's all me and all this, and I take care of him and this, that, and the other. That goddamn Amber told him, so you probably done paid my rent. And he gonna say, yeah, I paid your rent twice. He thought he was really saying something. I said, you dumb fucking bitch. So I gave Amber one up for that one, plus one for Amber. Amber's on the winning end. You paid my rent. What kind of shit? Dumb. Just dummy bitch. I just don't have no patience for him. That whole storyline is just ridiculous, and he is officially a dummy bitch. Moving on. Next, we seen Omarion and Willie. They're all playing basketball, and then they had a little conversation going back and forth. Basically, just sorting about becoming an independent artist and all of that stuff. And Omarion was telling them, don't worry about it. Just keep pushing through, because once you get that contract situation, it gets better. So I said, okay, that's cool. It got better for Omarion. I can't say this is going to get better for Willie, but whatever. Again, waste of time. Moving on. Rich and Moniece. They're sitting up there talking about, the whole thing with Marla and Moniece and that fucked up relationship they have. And Rich is like the voice of reason. This is just crazy to me. But Rich is making complete sense, and he's telling her, that relationship you and your mother got is just fucking ridiculous. And y'all need to get together and try to figure some shit out and stop all this fighting with each other and try to figure shit out. And Moniece is kind of, she's not really listening, because Moniece is stupid. So she's just sitting there listening to him, and she's mad. She always mad at the world because she don't do what the fuck she supposed to do, because she's a bum ass bitch when it comes to that baby and all that. And she mad at the world. But see, this is what happens when you fuck around and you live a life where your mama is 25 and your motherfucking grandmother's 35. That's how that happens. That's why it's all fucked up. And they ain't the only ones. There's a whole crowd of people who, they 50 years old and they great-grandparents. That's where all that bullshit come from. Nana ain't Nana no more. Nana at the motherfucking club, popping, dropping, and locking it. This is where you see all the fallout. This is where the black community went. They say everything else done ruined the black community. Everything ain't ruined the black community. The gays didn't do it. Trust me. They didn't do it. They ain't do it. Motherfuckers having babies at 10 and 11. Yeah, that pretty much fucked up the black community. And again, like I said, when Nana ain't even nowhere near the age of getting a fucking free bus pass, shit gets real in the field. And you can see it all over. But anyway, so Moniece goes and starts this old bullshit, and she in there crying and carrying on. And so I hate her. I said, she's always acting out. This bitch is crazy. She's an absolute loose goofball. But anyway, I don't know why Rich is even being bought. Well, yeah, I do. For a check. 11 hip hop check. Moving on. Let's see. Next they go, well, it didn't happen next, but this is why I'm going to get them on out of the way because I don't want to talk about their ass no more. When Marla comes over and Moniece and Rich and her, they all sit down. Marla was coming in, kept trying to be decent. Moniece was already had an attitude. Then she started going on about some old bullshit about, you didn't ask me nothing when I was younger. You just moved in with my stepfather. Bitch, you wanted to eat, didn't you? Now, if she'd have kept you somewhere and you couldn't eat, then that would have been an issue. But you fussing because you moved in with the stepfather. Now, seems to me like there might be some things that ain't being said. You know, there may have been something that happened to Moniece in the transition with her mother, you know, doing all this. But if you ain't willing to share that, then don't sit up and put this shit out there and think that we ain't supposed to judge you on it. Sounds to me like Marla was trying to have a come up, you know, and I didn't get anything from that conversation. Moniece is just ridiculous and making excuses for the fact that she had a baby and don't want to take care of it, because that's the end of the whole thing. She got this baby, she don't take care of it, and she ain't fucking interested in taking care of it. And that's, like I said, insane. Fuck it. Fuck her. Sick of it. Moving on. Tierra, Nikki, and Hazel. Hazel is shady as shit. She's shady, and she being kind of real about the whole thing with Tierra and her healing time and the healing process about getting this lipo. Nikki, with her plastic Barbie doll ass, said, oh no, everything's going to be fine. Bitch, was you fine when you got them titties done? Was you fine in 2 weeks when you got that ass done? Was you fine when they twisted your face to look like you look? Got you looking like Jessica Rabbit up in the face. Did that heal in 2 weeks? Ridiculous. But see, Nikki is concerned about Nikki and that fashion show. That's it. She ain't really concerned about Tierra. And Hazel got a whole thing where she ain't never actually forgave Tierra for the shit that happened last season. So Hazel's just kind of sitting back laughing and grinning. And you know how motherfucker secretly is wishing the worst for you? That's what Hazel's doing. And I see you, Hazel, you big nose motherfucker. But anyway, moving on. Willie sat his ass up and lied to Shonda. They down at some little place with the kids. And she asked him something about the contract. That motherfucker stood right in her face and told her a bold-faced lie that the contract situation was taken care of, and he knew he was lying. Lying. Lies like that always come back to bite you in the ass. He went to see Screwface. Screwface basically told him, look, I don't know what you talk about. I don't know what you're trying to do, but I cannot help you until you get out of that contract, period. And I don't know what Willie was trying to do with Screwface. Like, he tried to treat Screwface like he was an idiot. He didn't want to cut him in on anything. He just wanted him to take care of the problem and then start moving on. And Screwface was telling him, are we going to be manager and client? And he's like going back and forth. And then finally he says, yeah, you know, all right, well. Like he had an attitude that the person wanted to make money. Why the fuck do I want to lead your career and I don't make no money? Are you stupid? But that, well, yeah, he's stupid because you done married this girl and try to make her a housewife, and the bitch is avid pole swinger. This is who she is. So we know you kind of stupid, Willie. But anyway, so as soon as he agreed that they could go ahead and do the whole manager thing and he was going to get his percentage, he told him, I'll have you out of that contract in 24 hours. Now, do you see how easy that was? But when you come in somewhere trying to sideways do somebody with that old, that's some old nigga shit. Foolishness. Anyway, later on in the program, Shonda brings her ass on down there to the thing to see Willie. Willie up in the booth. Screwface was so bitch made with this. I don't know how he even got onto it, but he told Shonda about the contract stuff. So she found out that Willie had been lying. And she told Screwface, oh, don't even tell him I'm here, honey. Don't even say no. Oh, baby, I see it was so good to see you, sugar. And she took her ass on out of there. I knew exactly where she was going, honey. She was going to find Diamond from the Players Club, honey. She ran her ass on out of there. Next time we seen Shonda, that bitch was putting on, as Funky didn't even say, her red lipstick and get her ass up on the pole. That bitch was just looking for an excuse. So she then found out that he lied, and she went immediately to the back of the closet and got her heels and said, fuck you, nigga, I'm getting up on this pole and get it. And the whole thing, it ain't just about feeding her family. You know, I understand the whole thing about wanting to feed your family and wanting to be financially stable and that kind of thing. You could tell she actually enjoys it. See, all strippers ain't lowlifes. They're really not. There's some people that actually enjoy that. It's a form of entertainment. She's an entertainer, you know, and you could tell by the way she was and how resilient she was about wanting to do. She enjoys doing what she does. So, like I said, that bitch was just waiting on an excuse. Baby, she got her red lipstick and her pumps, and she was out of there. She was going on to get her ass up on the pole. Fuck it. I don't do you, boo. I don't care. Ain't no big deal. Money talks, bullshit walks. Ain't nobody got no time for that. And fucking with Willie, they gonna be oodles and noodles from here on out. Anyway, moving on. Princess meets up with Hazel. She decides that she wants to collaborate and have Hazel do some PR for her because she's doing this swimsuit line, which is a good move because we already know Hazel is already proven herself as a PR person. That's who she is. So it was a good move as far as I was concerned on Princess, on her, you know, her behalf. But Hazel, again, was more than happy to jump into it because, again, it's another dig at Tiara. Again, she is not forgiven Tiara. I don't give a fuck what Hazel says. Big Nose ain't forgave Tiara, and she taking small little jabs and small little digs. We see you, Hazel. Let's see what happened next. Tiara got the lipo, and she wasn't healing as fast. You know, she wasn't feeling good. She was all sore and shit. But I mean, come on, they sucked 900 pounds of fat out of your ass. So, you know, she laying over there. And Hazel was like gloating in the fact that she was still fucked up. Nikki's all like, well, you know, worried about her whole fashion show thing. In the midst of all that, Hazel sees another dig she could take. So she's like, have you two ever even put together a fashion show? So she basically infiltrates herself in to helping them out doing it, which was, again, a good move to have Hazel on because, again, Hazel's a PR person and she knows how to do this stuff. So that wasn't a bad move. The bad move came when Hazel got to talking to Nikki without Tiara around and infiltrated the whole situation and is going to add that motherfucking Princess in, and Tiara don't know nothing about it. See, that's where the shade is. Nikki's a rotten bitch to have agreed to that. And Hazel was rotten. But again, the bottom line is green. And they don't like Tiara all like that any old way. So again, watch who you put yourself around. So, anyway. Let's see. What happened next? Oh. Nothing really. But the funny thing, when that motherfucker Nikki said, I'm a boss chick. You know, but I ain't never had no fashion show before. So what you the boss of, you fucking idiot? Just ridiculous. They be talking out of both sides of their ass on this show. I just can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it when people do this shit. Everybody want to have a fashion line. You got $10 that you can put splurge on. Everybody want to be a fashion designer. Drives me crazy. And then you ask them, what's a tertiary color, bitch? Oh, I don't know, but I got me a fashion line. The fuck out of here. That bullshit. Just stupid. Anyway, last thing is that Miles and Amber had this whole little conversation. I don't get it. Amber, it's over. Just let it go. God damn. He's gay. That's it. Really. That's it. All this back and forth and him and all that crying and whining and I just want to be friends. That's all the fuck y'all were anyway. It's friends. I mean, we gathered all this. Y'all haven't dated in 900,000 years. 900,000 years. And she's just going on and she's just trying to make him pay. You know, she's like, I'm still your friend. I just don't fuck with you. Well, he didn't fuck with you either, bitch. That's why you were always looking for him. And he was over Milan's house. So it's just ridiculous. But he, for me, is sitting around playing the victim. That's all I'm seeing. Him playing the victim, him playing the victim, him playing the victim. How did you become the victim? You fucked around with her, you fucked around with Milan, and all of a sudden you're the victim. How does that work? I don't get it. I don't get it. And they got a whole bunch of shit going on in social media last week on Halloween. They done had a little run-in because they done already filmed the reunion. And I don't know what's going to go down at that reunion, but everybody ain't leave happy because on Halloween, Milan and Miles ended up at a Halloween party together, and they didn't come together, but they ended up there together. And one thing led to the other, and in the meantime, in between time, Milan ended up getting punched in her motherfucking mug, honey. So, really? And then when you see them, they say, well, oh yeah, we together. Together doing what? And Miles actually, allegedly, was picked up and taken to jail for punching Milan in the face. And he actually should have been. He should have been, because first of all, you ain't got no business putting your hands on nobody. And secondly, you know that's how that boy makes his money. That's why he punched him in his face. And I keep hearing people say, oh yeah, I think Milan is jealous of Miles because Miles is getting a lot of publicity. And that could probably be so too. But to punch him in his face, he did that because that's how the boy makes his money. That's most of what he does. Acting and modeling. That rapping shit, that's a joke. That's, again, I'm a singer. What song you got on iTunes? I ain't got none, but I'm a singer. Yeah, okay. But he does model, and he does do commercials, and he's done some movies and things. Little B-rated movies and stuff like that. He makes his money with his face. And Miles punched him in the face. Quit playing. Quit playing. I can imagine he probably did something or said something that really made him want to punch him. But just the same, you knew what you were doing. Why would you punch her in her face? Quit playing. Get a cold cock the fuck out of her. But anyway, I'm sick of their ass. And I hope that Mona do not bring them back because they are not interesting. And we don't need to see them no more. And if this is all you have to offer as far as a gay couple, child, night, Mona. Ain't nobody got time for this shit. Everybody got all up in arms about this gay shit for what? It wasn't even all that interesting. Child, on that, thumbs up, thumbs down. Y'all know how that works. And I will catch y'all next week on this bullshit because this is going to continue on. We got more bullshit to go before we get to the damn reunion. Bye, y'all.